90-degree temps are in the forecast tomorrow, and so is rodeo season. One of the first major rodeos this summer thankfully has air conditioning. But for the Snake River Stampede, that wasn't always the case. The annual roundup started in 1913 with a bucking contest at the Nampa Harvest Festival. In the years following, it evolved with calf roping and bulldogging, more commonly known as steer wrestling. In 1937, organizers pushed to separate it from the festival and took on a life of its own. In 1950, the Stampede unveiled a new outdoor horseshoe-shaped stadium that seated 10,000 fans. Decades of adding new events and the Miss Rodeo Idaho contest, it was time for another change for the Stampede. The rodeo retired the outdoor arena and moved into the newly built Ford Idaho Center in 1997. Nearly 3 decades there, and the Stampede is back for another year. But before we get to what this week has in store for fans and competitors, let's go back to the year Ford Idaho Center moved into its current home, which stirred fans' opinions about taking a rodeo indoor. But on a day like tomorrow, no doubt they will be grateful the AC is there. Here's Jake Putnam in this 208 Redial.
A touch of glitter and light at the Snake River Stampede. A new look, good bucking stock, the best pro cowboys on the circuit, and Stampede rodeo fans follow. But the decision to go indoors was not an easy one.
That old green arena was one of the best of rodeo arenas in America. But you know, it was a gamble, but the gamble paid off because I think the people came to the event center, Idaho Center, and really enjoyed it. It's comfortable, and everything turned out just wonderful.
Really wonderful. 35,000 fans in 5 days. And considering the hurdles that the Stampede faced, it's a miracle. Earlier this year, a monster traffic jam at the Moody Blues concert, limited parking, and an unfinished Idaho Center threatened success. But the Stampede pulled it off.
The 15 members of the Stampede board have been putting on a rodeo. We've been dealing with traffic, we've been dealing with crowds for 82 years. And we knew what we're doing. And so the traffic went smoothly.
Mike Hughes agrees. He lives next door to the Idaho Center and says more uniforms made the difference.
Just the police that were trafficking and everything else made it a lot better. They were out there making sure that people were knowing what they were going and stuff like that.
The biggest worry facing the Stampede was losing traditional rodeo fans. Fans that loved the old stadium. Fans like Dalton Karsten, that drove all the way from California.
For an indoor venue, I thought they did well. Comparing it to the outdoor, I still prefer the outdoor for rodeos. I thought they did a good job, but it's a different feel.
Mutton busting, like in years past, proved to be a crowd pleaser. Just one example of mixing the old with the new and keeping the loyal Stampede fans in the stands.